up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is Hump Day. It means it's time for the Hump Day Happy Hour. And before we do that and get everything started, we got to thank some people, including these guys right here. You know, I'll be honest, if it wasn't for these guys right here, it would be really, really, really hard for me to come down here and spend a month and give you guys all these contacts. So thank you guys very much, as well as these guys right here. These are the guys in green in the chat. Some of them are blue because they're admins, but thank each and every one of them. And then back over to here. You know, everybody's donating in the right places because I didn't even have to change this board, even though we had some great all-stream donations. Actually, Eastern Standard Time and Terry donated on the last stream on Buy Me a Coffee, and it didn't notify us. And then Bruce and Eastern Standard Time on an off-stream donations as well. So thank you guys very much. You guys are awesome. And you know what else is awesome? We're on the 2024 Hamcation tour. And you know what that means? That means Buc-ee's peanut butter and banana pudding and caramel fudge. But this is the banana pudding.
Yes, sir.
My goodness. Listen, I showed up to that guy, and you know, you buy so many and you get some free. And I said, I want that deal right there, times 2. He said, you want 2 boxes? I said, yeah.
That's great. Have you noticed that I haven't hunted you on 40 meters since you've been in Florida yet?
Is that because you're afraid that
I'm saving the front end of your? I'm saving the front end of your radio.
No, what he's doing is he's making sure that Hamcation is over, so he doesn't have to buy me a speaker for my radio.
That's true. That is true.
Man, that fudge is good. Anyway, what's going on with you guys?
Not a lot, man. With me? Looking forward to this weekend.
You know, I'm definitely looking forward to this weekend too. I was talking about it with Hayden just a little bit ago. And we'll get to that, but let's tell you guys what I've done so far.
8 fudge.
I've 8 fudge.
Looks like good fudge too.
You know, I'll even tell you the highlights of the eating tour so far too.
Ooh.
So, left Monday morning on time. Actually, I was shocked about that, but yeah, I'm on time. I got Shot Tower and the New River Trail in Virginia. Then I get to North Carolina, and of course through Lake Dorman State Park. And I was going to stay in South Carolina, but I decided I could skip doing the South Carolina Park and make it all the way to Georgia. So first day we drove all the way to Brunswick. No, Savannah. We drove all the way to Savannah.
I was about to say, wow. Okay. Yeah.
So stayed in Savannah. Got a nice room at a really good price. And I'm like, why is this room so good price? And I go in the room, and I mean, room is super nice. You know, Terry's chair in the corner ain't even a chair; it's a couch. No dog bowl on it for him, but you know, it's a full couch. And I'm like, man, this place is nice. So she goes to get ice. Well, the ice machine ain't working on the 3rd floor. So she goes down to the lobby. The ice machine ain't working on the 1st floor. She goes over to the desk, and he said, oh, yeah, we're having problems with those. You go up to the 2nd floor, it's working. So she goes and gets ice from the 2nd floor, comes back. So then we decide we're going to go down and get in a hot tub, you know, get a little relax on, you know, get them tired muscles and stuff from the trip feeling good. We get there and we run the key card in both doors. Neither one will light up. Back up to the desk. Oh, the lock's broken on the doors. You got to push really, really hard on the far left door, and it'll come open. Okay, cool. get in there, turn on the hot tub, stick my feet in there. It's like, that's cold as fuck.
Was it a lukewarm tub?
No, it wasn't even lukewarm. It was kind of cold.
Cold as fudge.
I'm like, okay, nobody's been in here for a while. I'll give it, 10, 15 minutes. After a few minutes, and it's still cold. I said, man, I bet this pool is warmer than this. I go over and put my foot in the pool, and the pool is almost like hot water. So I got in the pool and just hang out in the pool for a while. And I'm like, my goodness, everything in it. So then the next morning we go down, and they didn't have a hot breakfast. They had to grab and go or whatever. And she went over to get the coffee, and it was ice cold.
Now you know why it was $35 a night.
And I'm like, my goodness, So moral of this story: if you go to a really nice hotel that looks really good, and you're paying the rates that you pay for an hour. No, it wasn't that cheap, but it was really good price, and I was shocked with the price. The room itself was great, the beds were comfortable, but everything was pretty broke. Funny stuff.
He wants to know if the bed was round.
No, the bed was not round. Stephen, thank you very much for the super chat. Oh, so
you ain't right. Oh my Jesus! Yeah, sounds like a fun adventure then. Yeah. Shot Tower is the place to stop by. So every time that I've went through there, I've stopped by Shot Tower.
Yeah. So Stephen was actually my first BOTA contact today. Not that I searched it out to be a BOTA contact, but he got me park to park, and he was in a BOTA, so he gave me a number. So
he was in a POTA and a BOTA, so he got you PABOTA.
Yep, you're right, you're right, Bruce. It does beat sleeping on a park bench. That's for sure. Like I said, the room wasn't bad. It just you just couldn't get none of the amenities to work. Anyway, we left Georgia the next morning, and I head down to Buc-ee's and spend everything that the Patreons give me for fudge, and now I'm broke again, and I'm never coming back to West Virginia because I don't have gas because I bought fudge. But I'm just kidding. I did spend way too much on fudge though. But then headed over and did the highest noise floor park I have ever done. There was power lines everywhere, but it was a new to me park. So I was like, I'm the POTA king. I can get 10 contacts easy. And I did. I got 44 contacts, but I'm going to tell you, I know for a fact that I left, 40 or 50 people calling me because I could hear the warble in there. I couldn't even hear a tone though. Stephen got through, and the only reason I got Stephen was because the way he says his Uniform Delta Victor, like he's questioning himself, and I caught the questioning part of the tone, and I just laughed and said, "You're lucky I know you're questioning yourself. You're 1-1, Stephen." But then on down, which that park ended up being a twofer. So if you were one of the lucky 44, you end up getting an extra log that'll go in tonight. Because I did confirm it. I wasn't going to call it a twofer because I wasn't sure that I was, but I did confirm it just a few minutes ago. And then I went to another park a couple miles down the road, which I had done before, and it was so windy there. It was just like crazy windy, and I did my lean as I always do. But I mean, I had my pole leaned like this against the wind, and it did good all 20 meters. And I switched to 40 and got about 4 calls in, and there it went. It went flying over. So I had to do a reset. Did like a 4-minute reset, and just said, "Sorry, antenna failed, cure is in," and everybody was still right there waiting. And which brings us to today. And I, I wish that Poda would do away with furs, but that they don't. They ain't going to do away with them, so I might as well use them too. So I hit 3 twofers today, and band conditions suck today, but I did get 3 twofers, and I was happy to do a lot of 15 meters while I was at one of them. So.
Kyle said it's 348 per fudge.
I think it's 384. Is it
340?
Is it 348? I think it's 384, Kyle.
Per little square?
Per little square.
You're paid $3 for that little square?
Hayden, you don't understand. Have you ever had Bucky's fudge?
Have
you ever had Bucky's fudge?
I have not, but
okay, it'll make you remortgage your house.
That first off, that little square is so rich, Hayden. It's going to take you 2 days to eat one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it is so good. And
I don't know. I've had some pretty good fudge up in Amish country.
So a box of them.
It wasn't 348.
So a box of them will hold 6 squares.
Okay.
And I got 2 boxes.
Do they cut you a break if you buy a box?
If you buy 4, you get 2 free.
Oh, well, there you go. That ain't too bad.
So, but that's still, I still paid about $32 and something for fudge. It's a little expensive for fudge. I agree, but I'm on day 2, and as you can see, that box just got touched just now. And I brought my mom a couple pieces too. So.
No, and if it's as rich as you say, it'll last you for a while.
You buy 4 and get 2 free. I wonder if anybody just buys 3 and then walks out.
They would be so dumb if they did.
Right.
Bruce says, sounds like the rich part is what you have to pay.
Yeah, it is. But, I come to Florida, I say once a year, but, I have been twice in 6 months. But it's worth it when you come. There's not very many Buc-ee's around for me. I also get to go to Buc-ee's when I go to Huntsville. So I'm looking at 2 or 3 times a year that I get to get the fudge.
Kyle, I'm going to be honest with you, buddy. I glanced at the chat and I totally misread that. I didn't think it said budget. I thought it said bucket. And then I read it again and I was like, damn. God.
Oh, you guys ain't even right.
I'm just saying.
But that's pretty much what's happened so far. Today was a great activating day, even though the band sucked. It's good to be back. I'm getting new parks for the year. They're not new parks overall. But I did get to one the one park with the high noise floor level. That was a new park to me for all time. And it'll be a never again park for me at any time.
I was just going to ask, was that a park you worked in the past or if it was new?
It has joined my list of I won't go back parks, which is only now 2 parks.
Yep.
Did you ever see if down in Florida some of the power poles have that master shut off lever switch on them?
Yeah.
Was there one near there?
I don't know.
I mean, if there is, we can still activate it.
You're
just got to pull the lever.
You're gonna show me that sucker. I thought about seeing if I could climb that tower, jump the fence and climb that tower and get above the power lines.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I know it's not shenanigans, but I'm sure Terry's in here somewhere, and I got to say, Terry has got some serious competition on his hands. We all have heard the story about Terry driving me backwards through a roundabout.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm going to say he's not the worst driver. I'm gonna think that Kilo Echo 8 Yankee Victor Delta has topped him with this story.
This we have to hear.
So we're going down the road, and we stop at this gas station, and we needed to go back the other way, to get back to the 4 lane. But traffic was so bad right there, you just couldn't get across 2 lanes. So I said, just go down and turn around. So she goes down, and she starts looking up for a place. I said, just any of these driveways, turn around and pull the driveway and back out, and let's go. She pulls in the driveway. Well, almost in the driveway. She pulls off the road, and she pulls almost in the driveway, and then she cuts left and starts driving down the sidewalk. And she drives down the sidewalk for about 200 yards, and I'm freaking out. And I'm like, what are you doing? You're driving on the sidewalk. She said, oh, it looked like a car path.
A car path?
What the heck is a car path?
That is great.
So I immediately called Terry and tell him the story. And Terry said, he said, what? What's a car path?
Is it like a bike lane?
So it does kind of remind me of like a bike trail. But no, it's up on the sidewalk.
That is
it's like the road's down here, and it's up here.
Those are the new express lanes.
Yeah, you're just riding like this.
Yeah.
Oh, so if you happen to see Yankee Victor Delta at Hamcation, make sure and don't get a ride with her on the road, because you could go down a car path.
Car path, yes. I'm gonna have to get a T-shirt made before Friday, I think.
Yeah, go kart path. There you go, Bruce. So I activate the Lewis and Clark Trail quite a bit, and that's what it kind of reminded me. If you know what the Lewis and Clark Trail looked like, which is a bike path, it was about as wide as that, and it looked a lot like that. So it probably was a bike trail or something. But yeah,
an HOV lane. That is great. Curtis, I see you in there, man. What's up, brother? Roger.
Oh, I'm sure. Curtis, you're down here, aren't you? I'm sure you are. I hope you are. I don't know that I've ever been to a Big Ham Fest and not seen Curtis. Matter of fact,
I want to say that he wasn't coming to this one, but I'm sure he'll let us know.
Matter of fact, the very first time I ever met Curtis,
he says nope.
You know what? Come to think of it, he wasn't at the first Ham Fest. That first year I came down here. But the very first date I went to, I was activating a park on the side of the road, and I see this vehicle go whipping down the road and then hits a big U and comes flying back. And it was Curtis. And it's funny because I just had spotted on a weird band, like, I don't know, like 10 meters or something stupid. And it was hitting CQ when he pulls in. And he gets out, and I just stopped what I'm doing and talking to him. And I forget that I'm even spotted on Beta. And we sit there and talk for like 45 minutes. And then I was like, oh, I was spotted. I was like, well, it's getting late. I better spot on 40 and get this activation over with.
Yeah, stay home, take care of yourself, buddy. It's always good to see you. But your health comes first, for sure.
Absolutely. Oh, so tomorrow morning, and when I say morning, I really mean morning, not Ham Radio Adventure Guy morning.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, Ham Radio Adventure Guy night.
This is like military morning.
Ham Radio Adventure Guy night. Myself and Dan and some very special guests. We still cannot say because, and I can't even say why, but we'll just say the guests don't know they're going to be activating with us. I know that don't make sense, but it will. And all I can say is, if you would like a very quick activation tomorrow morning,
and you're in a park,
I would be on the air about 8:30, 9 o'clock. because it will be very easy to get activated tomorrow morning with this special activation. That's all I'm going to say.
Unless you're PP man.
Again.
Good evening, Sandy. Good to see you. Oh, Sandy actually got in the log today. But yeah, PP man's got me since I've been down here. Believe it or not. PP man says I already said too much. I always say too much because people can hear me, PP man. You could have you could have got on here and told the whole story and nobody would have known anything.
Man, but he does make a good mime.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I should release the video that I took. I was doing a Patreon update video, and I was in the wind doing it yesterday when I was telling you that wind was really bad. And I should release that and say what PP Man sounds like during an activation. PP was booming into Slovakia the other day with QRP. Listen, this is only because PP Man and David are now Boda boys. They're the Boda boys now. They got to take up for each other. Even though, David, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, David, since y'all's Boda boys, I'm gonna tell you what PP Man said. PP Man said that the only reason you passed him in Boda is because you did your Boda with 3 sugar daddies. Now, I don't know what that means, but I'm going to tell you. He said you had 3 sugar daddies help you with your Boda.
That is funny.
Slovakia, Michigan, Terry said. Yeah, Stephen did a Boda too. I'm actually in Stephen. Well, I will be in Stephen's log when I log him this evening. How's that?
He probably wrote your call sign down wrong.
It don't matter if I don't log him; he don't get the contact. Not the other way around. It's not like Boda.
Yeah.
And so Stephen, for a nice super chat, I'll log you in Boda.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people we know going down this year, more than last year for sure.
Mm-hmm. So. David says you can't help it if people sponsor you. He didn't ask. So his sugar daddies must have been his sponsors.
Thank you, Michael. We do need to give recognition to that. Let me pop it on the screen there. My boo did his first CW activation.
He absolutely did.
I saw him spotted. I saw him, but I could not get to a radio. I was slammed. I apologize for not working you on your very first CW activation, but I hear you did a great job.
Not only did he do his first CW activation, but during his CW activation, he cross-mode hunted me while I was in a park. And which was a sideband contact for him because he was cross mode and I was doing sideband. So after my activation, I then went back over and CW hunted him. So good stuff.
Did you like it, Stephen? The first time that I ever spotted, I know the adrenaline was pumping and it kind of felt like a really huge like sugar rush when you finally got done with your activation, right? I think I got maybe enough to get an activation, then I called it quit. I think I got like 9 or 10, maybe 11. I already had a couple sideband, but I remember it was a rush for sure.
Terry said that you identify as a cross mode, Stephen. So speaking of CW, my Mr. Cootie Key guy, David. I don't know if you're in here or not, but you normally are. So that's why I'm going to bring this up. Normally he hunts me on Cootie Key, and today he wasn't on Cootie Key. But today he decided to test me in a different way. I don't know how fast he came at me, but he came at me pretty quick. Which I did. I did pick him up right. I probably picked him up a lot quicker, him coming at me that fast than I would. There we go. Now he super chats me. Now I got to go figure out how to log in Boda. Good job.
There you go.
Had to open my mouth, didn't I?
That's like 3 pieces of fudge.
Yeah. Let's see. Pat wants to know if there's a POTA meetup for the channel here. Nothing official yet, dude. We're just going to be hanging out in the POTA tent.
Well, okay. Well, hold on, Dan. Hold on.
Oh, is there? Are we going to do something?
Don't get a hold of yourself here.
Oh. Tell me.
So, tomorrow after that activation, I am going to try, because it's a couple hours away from that activation, I'm going to try to get to the Toads POTA meetup, in case anybody is going to that. But on Friday after the show, me and Dan is going to be activating shortly after the show. But Saturday, we will probably end up be doing a rove. And anybody from the channel is definitely welcome to be going on that rove with us. And that'll probably start, I don't know, 2 or 3-ish.
Yeah.
And we'll rove, it could be anywhere from 3 of us to last year it was 10 of us. So if you want to do a rove with us, Saturday would be the day to do that. Just get up with us at the show Friday or Saturday and find out what's going on. I'll get more official. I can almost guarantee you that my big sis will be going. Kilo Bravo 3 Whiskey Alpha Victor and Ray, they'll be going. So that if they go, myself and Dan and Sherry goes, that's already 5. So it's going to be a good activation.
This will be Saturday after the show.
Well, Saturday kind of during the show, actually, because we'll leave at 2 or 3 to start.
Okay.
I'll have most everything done that I need to do by that point. And plus, I got the rest of Sunday to come back. And then Sunday, we got something else special coming. Now, here's the kicker. As long as we find a park with good enough internet. And we're going to be looking for that when me and Dan goes out and activates Friday and on the road to see what has the best internet. But as long as we have enough internet, and I don't have an exact time, but we're going to do Shenanigans Sunday at a special time. It'll be somewhere between 3 and 5-ish. But we're going to do it live while we're activating. Hayden's going to try to pop in and run the chat for us. So, we'll still be on, we'll still have Hayden on stream running the chat. And myself and Dan will be on another screen actually activating. And we're gonna do that. And not only are we going to be doing Shenanigans live from the park while we're activating, at some point, especially since Hayden's going to be here to run the numbers thing or the word thing, we're going to give away an antenna.
All right.
So, but now here's the kicker. You might want to make sure you got that notification bell on, because I can't give you an exact time of that stream. It's going to be pretty much spur of the moment. What time we get, I'm going to message Hayden, of course, before we leave the show and headed to the park. But, and I can't give you the time. So you'll have, maybe 5 minutes or so to see that notification and get in there. And,
which is why you should be a part of our Discord.
That's right.
Every week.
Everybody in Discord will know that thing's happening, because they'll get message on the way to the park as well. But it'll be good. It'll be a good time. And we're going to give away a Kilo Oscar 4 Fox Sierra Zulu 10 to 40 infet. Great antenna. I love it, and I use mine all the time. So he's already asked me 4 times who to ship it to. So definitely a good time. You want to get in? You want to get in mine and Dan's log and whoever else is with us. There may be a few more with us. I don't know, but at least us two. And you want to hear yourself on the radio, live on the stream, and you want to be there just to try to win an antenna. I mean, come on, that's a win-win.
Can't beat those odds. Get a POTA park and a chance at an antenna.
Yes, it'll be somewhere between 3 to 5. So, because that way I can try to make it back to Lakeland by 6:30 for a Super Bowl party because I love food.
That's right.
It's hard to keep a ham body without loving food. So, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see everybody this weekend. I hope a ton of you guys are at the show. I know there's.
I haven't touched it, man. I haven't touched it since probably October of last year. I haven't even fired up WSJTX. I've been so just tired of it.
Oh,
I run the original digital mode now. CW.
That's right. That's right. Here's the thing. I'm going to sometime soon be adding some digital contacts to my logs.
Again.
I'm going to be adding some digital contacts to my logs.
Like SSTV?
But it's not going to be FT8 or FT4.
Ready.
It's going to be ready. It's going to be ready.
PSK is awesome. Yeah.
And it's going to be PSK and it's going to be SSTV.
Love it.
What about Hellscriber?
Oh yeah.
Hellfield. Don't forget the Hells.
You want to blow your radio up, you can run JT9. Isn't that like a 30-second transmit window or something ridiculous?
I got enough to learn. Y'all stop it. Y'all stop it.
Hey, good to see you in the chat, Mr. Almost got my CW worked all states and don't know CW.
Eric.
That's the best troll in the world.
Eric has a cool goal. I'm sorry, but Eric has a cool goal. He wants to work all state CW before he learns CW. And although I encourage everybody to start learning CW now, except for Eric, because I'm sorry, that is a cool goal.
He's awesome.
Eric, what are you using to decode back? I mean, do you just know your call sign, what it sounds like, or?
And shoot me a message, Eric. If you don't have Florida, you will this weekend.
Oh yeah, I can get you Florida.
Sir.
Anytime this month.
Yeah, we'll get you Florida if you don't have it. That's all you need to know is your call, man. That's what's awesome about it.
So does FLDigi, does it decode really, really good, or is it like everything else? See, what I found with, people ask me, they want to hunt me and they want something to decode with. Any of the decoders that I've seen, you still got to know some CW with it.
Even the one on the KX2.
Yeah.
Because I decoded one the other day on my activation, then I looked down at the screen by chance and it was totally wrong on the screen.
Oh yeah. I mean,
unless it's a really strong signal, and
it's got to be a strong signal, and they have to send it almost perfect, for it to decode.
Yeah.
He says it decodes perfectly. Good deal.
If the other person's using a computer to keep
okay, computer. Yeah,
exactly, Terry. Yeah.
So I mean this is why I see, because my KX3 will do RIDI from CW, and I tried to get this to work the other night, and I got to where I can send RIDI on CW, but the problem is my fist is not perfect.
Yeah,
I send with patterns, really is what I do. And it's totally legible if you are a person listening to me. You have no problem figuring out that I'm sending your call sign. But a computer trying to decode a digital mode out of CW could not figure out me sending call sign. Now, my 5N in, 5N in would come through ready every single time. But your call sign might be whiskey, hashtag 4 zebra
Echo
6
November.
ostrich November.
Yeah.
You know, which is nothing like I would send, because we were doing this stuff over a ham radio room because I was trying to learn how to do it, and they could hear me sending Joe's call sign perfect, but it would come out stupid every time. But Joe was sending back through a computer, and now my KX3 would decode Joe's perfect because he was sending through a computer.
Yep. Sandy, I'm with you. I worked in Orlando for a while. I hate Orlando, to be honest with you, but the fairgrounds in that section of Orlando is not bad at all.
Yeah, so. Here's the thing. I'm driving up Friday, and I'll activate with Dan, and then I'll drive back Friday night. Saturday, I'm coming up, and I'm just staying Saturday and Sunday. Hey, thank you very much, James, for the super chat. Appreciate you very much. But, yeah, I hate going down 4. 4 is just like I started, you know, if you take a GPS from West Virginia to my mom's house, it'll always take you 4. I don't even do that. Like, I get off at 10 up around Jacksonville and cut across the top of the state and then cut down 75 just to avoid Orlando.
How do you spell recognize?
Recognize?
I'll just use spell check. All right, there you go.
Just get close. Yeah.
I'm telling you. Jeeps.
Hey, that looks pretty good.
Yeah. This day and age, you don't have to know how to spell. Just get it somewhat close.
So here's the bad thing, Dan. Okay, this is why me and you only do PO to CW. Because I
can't copy code worth of crap.
No. It's not. Wait till you can copy code pretty good, and you're like, well, you know, somebody comes in and you decide you want to say something special to them, like congratulations or something.
Yeah.
Trying to send congratulations, you're not only thinking of sending congratulations, but then you're thinking, am I spelling this right?
That's right.
And didn't like everything goes into panic, and you get it perfect, and then you totally mess up everything after it. Like you put congratulations, and then you put dog doo doo on my face. Yep. You know, because you couldn't send nothing else.
I would send it perfectly, like congratulations on your upgrade to extra class, and then I'll forget how to send my call sign.
Yeah, well, I put stuff all the time extra, and then I'll get to hit 73, and I'll just go crazy and just start hitting da 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 da.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't even know what I'm doing.
It's a weird switch with me too, man. There was a couple times during the activation I did a couple weekends ago where I was doing great. I mean, it felt like I was just this natural. I was hearing the letters come. I was hearing it perfect, and then all of a sudden, just a switch flipped in my head, and I went stupid. Just like that, I went absolutely stupid. I'm like, oh, that was an A, but it took me forever to figure out the letter A. And then like 3 contacts later, another switch flipped, and then it was fine again. It's like, what is going on?
I was just going to respond to that. Maybe that's just Southern hospitality, Kyle.
Kyle, he was just wanting to know if you wanted to play pool
being
with him.
Friendly.
He just wanted to play pool with you, Kyle. I mean, you're overreacting.
Yeah, that's right. Should have asked him if he had a 9-ball instead.
That's what I play.
That's right.
Oh, funny stuff.
You should have asked him if it comes with a free bag of ice.
Here's our theme for Sunday shenanigans.
Well, yeah. we'd have to do it on my channel. So we're not worried about the monetization part of it. Send that word in Morse code, monetization.
So he's interested in what a pileup for a DX station sounds like.
Oh.
Listen to one of my late shift activations, and it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, there is plans for a West Virginia crew to do a DXpedition in a couple of years.
Where are they going? In breeding?
They have not decided that they're working on this. They're working on this. I just got wind of it the other day. So if that happens, I will go run a DX pileup, and I will not do it split. I will show you how to run a DX pileup.
Where are they going? Like odd?
Yeah, they're going to odd, and all the contacts will be
Mingo County.
Mingo County DXpedition. I mean, yeah.
No, they're being legit. It's being a legit thing. It's not.
Is it under wraps the location or?
They haven't got. They're working on the sponsors, and that's when they're going to see exactly where they're going to go or something. I don't know.
They should go to Antarctica.
Very nice.
Why do you want to make me cold?
All I know is that wherever they go
from the pyramid.
No, all I know for sure is wherever they go, it's going to be a POTA park, or you're not going.
Well, I already told them that.
Yeah,
but
you can imagine all the people in your PZN challenge in a couple years from now. How the hell are we supposed to get you over there?
Ham radio worldwide.
But the simple fact that I'm going to get my chance to prove you can run a DX pileup without running split is just so super exciting.
Yeah.
Now I might take a hammer to where I can hit myself in the head to calling people down, but it's going to be fun. But then on day number 2, we're going PZN style. I'm like, all right, I'm only taking people driving red trucks.
Yeah, there you go.
What do you think if I was a rare DXpedition and I'm running my pilots like that?
You have to do that.
You'd have everybody from Echo Alpha calling you.
Only people who took a shower in a truck or truck stop.
There you go. You should go to do a major DXpedition, run it by the numbers.
only people who brought a bucket of fudge to Kyle at Hamcation.
Oh my God. I'd have so much fun if I was on a rare. Like, dude, if I ever went to Bouvet, they'd be some people laughing their butt off at me running on sideband up there, boy. Only people driving red trucks. I did. I spotted you at Bouvet. I sure did. I needed a test spot to test something out that I was working on. And I forgot that I filter out K-Test. So it wouldn't work when I spotted myself at K-Test. So I just spotted David at Bouvet.
It's okay. People spot me all the time.
Okay.
There's nothing more annoying than driving down the road and your ham alerts go off and you look at it and it's yourself. I'm like, I gotta pull over to throw up an antenna. I gotta work myself.
That's a good one. Only operators whose first name starts with Alpha come out. And then look them up in the call sign log. Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November. Get out of my pile up. Beginning Alpha only.
There we go. I'll work everybody and I'll give them and at the end of the call I'll say stroke Alpha.
You get an Alpha. You get an Alpha.
A whole DXpedition. Whiskey Delta 4 Delta Alpha November. Stroke Alpha 59. Kilo Bravo 3 Golf Radio Golf. Stroke Alpha 59.
That would be so hilarious.
They're gonna be like, don't ever work a West Virginia pile up in a DXpedition. Them guys are stupid.
I would just like it if somebody comes back to me on a rarity expedition. We did it for dead. I do you find that.
Trust me, if you worked me, you would get it. You would get it.
That would be so hilarious. I can hear you. I can hear you now. QIZ up 5.
I'll get me another Reddit article wrote.
Oh my god.
Rarity expedition. Guy speaking Minganese.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, don't let the cat out in North Korea.
There you go.
You'll never see it again.
I just pop in there and be like, Discord only, North Korea.
Yeah.
Only if it's four operators, you and whoever else, and Un and Pun and Putin. You gotta wait for Putin to come down.
How awesome would it be to do a Discord only North Korea boat activation?
Hearing gunfire in the background.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that could be arranged.
Hold on, I gotta check my 6. Oh, good stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, American Samoa got that too. James was over there, FMH. Good guy. He's a really good operator.
I think it will be cool. I heard him talking about it, and I'm like, you guys really need me to run the pileup, and they're like, well, of course we'd take you. And I'm like, yeah.
They better have good internet while you're going.
There was a guy activating the dry tortugas, and after 20 seconds of playing with a pileup, he would ask the hunter, "What can I do for you?" You can put me in your log, fool.
Oh, wait, great. I thought if you went to the dry tortuga, you were only allowed to make 13 FD8 contacts and then stop.
That's right.
I thought you had to pay all that money for that. Somebody lied to me.
It was a person who activated it last year sometime, kind of late in the year, I think, that was on a boat. Because the actual dry tortuga's reference zone is not just the physical island. It's actually a lot of the water around it as well. Yeah, the anchorage, and it extends out quite far. And this guy was there for 3-4 days.
That's how all islands should be in my book.
Yeah. I think I worked him probably 4, 5, 6 times while he was down
there. But anyway, yeah, that's what we got up through Hamfest. It's going to be a definitely interesting. Thank you very much for the super chat, Sandy. I appreciate all super chats. That's all, everything helps. When people don't realize. Well, I'm just going to give you an example. Like tomorrow I'm driving 3 hours. I'm getting up at 5 a.m. and driving 3 hours for that first activation. Then I'm driving 2 hours and like 20 minutes for the second activation. And, I don't know what I'm doing after that. I'm not even planning nothing after that because it just depends on how it goes.
You better plan a nap.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to be tired. I'm not going to be in after chat super, super late tonight because I do got to get up super, super early.
It sounds like while you're down in Florida, you should meet up with Sandy and show her how to activate a park.
I'd love to get in her area. I mean,
I know she's in Florida. I'm not sure where she is, but
she's on the east side, south of where I'm at, southeast from me. Hey, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Fudge money, I'm going to need it because eventually this Florida trip's going to be over, and I got to get fudge for the way back too. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But next week it's going to be. This is my month that I always work really hard on YouTube. So it's no different this year, even though I'm full-time YouTube than every year, because I always really stack up on my videos, to where I'll have plenty of stuff to edit for the next several months and put out on my video drops and stuff like that. So, and I've got some really good stuff. I'm going to have my first Boda activation, probably my last too, but I'm going to have my first one for video on there. I've got a couple of cool activations that if they pan out and everything works out, that it's going to be interesting travel to get to, and a lot of good stuff while I'm down here.
You gonna get your boat a kilo?
Yeah, so I wasn't supposed to say this because PP Man's going to die, but my first Boda, I'm going to have 22 sugar daddies, and I'm running an amp, and I'm getting a Boda kilo in a day.
There you go.
So that's going to be my goal for that, PP Man.
And then just walk away from Boda and just drop the mic.
Drop the mic. Like, there you go, PP Man. Call me in 5 years when you catch me.
And then we'll do it again.
But I know the hunter has to log you. So, but this is what would annoy me about it. So, PP Man, he calls me every day and tells me how much he hates it, but then he goes out the next day and does it again. But so he'll get 15 contacts, and then he says, but only 7 of them counted for Boda. What's the point in getting the rest of them then?
We only need one.
Well, I know you only need one.
Yeah.
But it's just, what's the point in? I don't get it, dude. They all should count, And the whole code thing is so it's to keep the activator honest or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Which I respect that, but technically the hunters are logging the activator anyway, so the activator is being kept honest anyway. What do you need the code for?
Yeah, I mean, you don't need a code if you're going to cross-check a log,
So I don't get the whole code thing. I think like I want to do them CW. But there's no way I'm going to send a code 40 times. It's just not something I'm interested in doing.
I'll just put it in a memory key. Just hit the button.
Well, that's what I thought about doing too.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, all right.
It wouldn't be too difficult if you think about it. Just instead of where you would normally send Whiskey Victor 5 NNWV instead of WV, to send the code. It's only 2 more characters. I think you get used to it after a couple times doing it.
I probably would, but dude, I'm lazy when it comes to that. I don't like. That's just like, when I send CW down here, I just go 5 NN break, because I'm not going to send Florida, because I'm not going to be used to sending Florida when I go back to Whiskey Victor.
Yeah. Kyle, he said he's going to try to do the Toads Poto.
Kyle, the plan is, I've got that special activation at a window tomorrow, and it starts between 8 and 9. And I'm going to try to get done with that, and then I'm going to try to head that way, but it's like 2 hours and 20 minutes from there. So I need to message somebody and see if they're even still there when I'm heading that way. If so, yes, I'll be there. That's the plan.
So, before we get off of here, James, what are you looking forward to at Hamcation?
Seeing all my Poto people. It's why I go to shows. Like, I don't never go to these shows to buy stuff, to get stuff, yeah, I always do. But I don't go to these shows for that. I go to see the people that I talk to every day of my life because the POTA people are my family. You know, I talk to these people more than I talk to anybody in the world. And, you know, I look forward to it, you know. And then, you know, all my YouTube buddies and stuff like that, of course, as well. But it's all about the camaraderie and stuff like that, the POTA family.
Dan, anything to add?
If there's not a beaches on the air tent, I'm just turning around and walking out. So
okay, you
I'm
can
not
make
there
your
for
own.
any- No,
Get a piece of cardboard and a black magic marker and put POTA on it and hang it next to the POTA tent.
Dan,
no,
Dan.
I mean, I could tell you why I'm going, but I'm just going to repeat everything that I just said.
Sure.
Dan, I just came up with the greatest idea.
Uh,
We love POTA, and now everybody's doing the BOTA. We could do the PABOTA. We could
cross-dress it.
We could do peanut butter on the air.
PABOTA, PBO. Peanut.
Oh yeah, peanut butter on the air. We could do this.
That's
Coming
true.
soon to a GIF can near you.
Creamy, not crunchy.
Extra creamy, not crunchy.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. So we are getting ready to head over to After Chat. If you're not a Patreon and you would like to check out After Chat, go over to Patreon and sign up for a 7-day free trial. And then do the most important part, not signing up for the 7-day free trial. The most important part is after you do that, messaging one of the 3 people on this screen so we can get you set up over there into the room where we're at. Because every week people goes and they join the free trial and never message us. And then we never see them. So make sure and message one of us first. Other than that, get into Discord. It's free, and you find out a lot of cool stuff like what time that Sunday activation is going to be. That's going to be live streamed and an antenna giveaway. And you can also click that notification bell to help out with that as well.
Might want to find out what I'm going to be doing Saturday to hunt that roof.
What?
We got time, Hayden. Go ahead. Tell us. I don't care.
Oh no!
No. He's going to be quiet about it.
After Chat.
All right, guys. Well, thank you everybody for all the super chats, and I hope to see everybody this weekend at Hamcation and in the After Chat right now. 73, everybody.
73, everyone.